Unaweza toa tu mask. Unaweza toa mask because it's an interview.
Okay.
Yeah, we're running.
Interlocks themselves. We don't use cement during construction. It is self-interlocking and it really reduces the cost of construction. Number 3, it's efficient in such a way that when using the SSB's block, no burning of the blocks, no heat, no cutting of the trees, because we want this thing to make environment where everyone enjoys. Tenants become landlord ujenzi bora. That's the way to go for the entire nation, for the youths of this country. The way to go in terms of construction, we are going to make it TPL.
So how does that machine work?
Now,
Can you show maybe an example?
the machine is purely manual in such a way that no fuel is required, no electricity is required. We just need manpower to make the blocks and use the machine. Because we find that in rural areas, getting electricity and access to power or fuel, it's very expensive, and we want to make your construction as affordable as possible. So we are using the TBL Ujenzi Bora machine to make your construction affordable. So this is how the machine works. We open the machine, number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is the machine. This we call it the head of the machine. This is the head. This is our molding, where we put our material, which is sand, soil and cement. This is the lid that covers the soil inside the mold. And this is now the machine works. So, number 1, we have 4 steps. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3.
So the brick is complete.
The brick is complete. Now it's good that this way. We put our cement, we put our soil, then we close, then we compact. We compact. That block is fully compacted. Now, removing the block.
Go on.
Okay, you eject your block, then you remove your block and you put it under a shade to cure for a period of 2 weeks. The block is cured under a shade to avoid cracks. Yes. The most important thing about the soil blocks, it's efficient, it's affordable, and it's durable. It's durability.
So after you have put it in the shade, what do you do so that it maintains its stability?
Exactly. Because the soil has cement, we are stabilizing the soil using cement. Now, soil and cement, for it to gain maximum strength, it has to pass through curing process that lasts for 2 weeks. The first 1 week, we call it wet curing process, which means we give it water in the morning and in the evening for 7 days. Then for the last 7 days, we allow it to cool and we allow it we open it to dry in the sun for a period of 2 weeks. Then you can now do your construction. Yes.
So, thank you.
Thank you. I said earlier that you can be able to produce between 400 to 500 blocks. During this period, the block, to minimize space, we do something called stacking, and this is the process of stacking. This is how the blocks will be stacked. We do stacking to minimize space so that you can be able to get more space. Thank you. This process can be done after 3 days, so you can continue doing the curing when the blocks are stacked. The main purpose for the stacking is to minimize the space. Then, after 2 weeks, you want to demonstrate on how to do construction.
So,
Okay. Construction, we do a normal foundation. Then we adopt something called dry stacking method. Dry stacking method means we put the blocks in the wall. We build the wall using no cement, zero cement at all. We don't use cement at all during construction. And this is how it's done. The blocks interlock themselves. Self-interlocking. The blocks interlock themselves. The female and male. This is a sample of our wall. And it is something very interesting. You can do the whole building within a period of a very short time. We are doing our construction. This is how it goes. No cement in between. The blocks come with the keys, so no cutting of the keys anymore. You save on cement and you save on time. So the best way to go, TBL Ujenzi Bora is the way to go for the country to move forward. Thank you.
Yung